So the person that I met with was Austin Cashman. He's the current president of the fraternity I'm in, Sigma Phi Epsilon. And I wanted to ask him because I really look up to him as a student, as a leader, and I think he has a lot of wisdom for his age. I asked him in person because I thought he would appreciate me taking that extra step and kind of getting out of my comfort zone and not just relying on email. Again, I know him, but I don't know him on a personal level, and so me going out and kind of introducing everything about me and what the project was. I think he really was appreciative of that and acknowledged that I kind of went out of my comfort zone to do that. But for me, for this meeting, I was hoping to kind of gain a better sense of some things that I could do in college to make my experience better and just some important life lessons to know while we're still young. So the meeting took place at our fraternity house, and it lasted about 45 minutes, even though I think it could have gone longer. I didn't want to time down too much. And when I told him about this assignment, he was excited because he's a really nice guy and he likes to help mentor younger kids, and so I think he enjoyed doing this assignment. And so two of the stories that he kind of told me that I'd take into my life, or I think I'll take into my life now, is one, freshman year is one of his best friend's birthdays. I think it was like a Thursday night, but he had a midterm the next day, and so he had to decide between going out and studying, and he ended up going out. And his reasoning is something that I really value as well. 20 years down the road, you're not really going to remember what test grade you got. You're going to remember the friendships that you made. You're going to remember the memories. You're going to remember all the fun things you do, not what your GPA was. And so that value, I think, is important for leaders to just, realize that memories are more important than success, and the relationships you make with people are more important than success. And the other story was kind of going off into that was he's been applying for internships now, and he's at the point where he has to pick one. Well, he did pick one, but the thing that he based it off of was the culture of the company, not necessarily if it looked better on a resume or if he made more money. And I think that's important for a leader to have that ability to pick culture over the concrete things like money and resumes and things like that, because at the end of the day, you have to enjoy going to work and you have to enjoy what you do in the culture of the company if you want to make a positive impact. For the currencies of power, the two that I really got out of it were inspiration. One thing of inspiring thing that he told me was to never have regrets, and when something is out of your comfort zone or you don't feel like doing something because it will make you uncomfortable, just do it, because 20 years, 30 years, 40 years from now, when you're looking back, you don't want to be stuck with the what ifs, and you just want to live a full life, full of memories. And the other one was guidance. The thing that he really taught me was to have always a balance in your life. So for example, he always works out, hopefully 4 or 5 times a week. He always likes to have personal reflection time. If he needs to unwind, he will, but he's still studying a lot too. And just finding that balance that's healthy for you and not overdoing one section. So yes, grades are important, but if you're sacrificing grades for a workout or for personal time or for family time, just realize in the big picture that's not a healthy thing, and it won't matter as much in the end. And then for the reflection part of it, I really thought it went well. Again, he's a wise kid, or a wise guy, and so I think I did learn a lot, and I really do think he benefited or helped me with my college experience and just the mindset to have in college. And then in terms of being the driver of the conversation, I really wanted it to be more of a conversation than an interview. So I had some questions, obviously, that I want to have answered, but for the most part, I wanted it to be a conversation and not so much as a question and answer. If I were to do it differently next time, I'd probably want to schedule a timer span so I could get to hear everything he had to say and not limit him to only 45 minutes. And this skill is just really valuable because leaders go out of their way to find information and to gain new networks, and that's something that's just so important in society today. Thanks.